This is how our greenhouse looked when we first moved into our house in September of 2022. It was very crusty, and this is how it looked last summer after a bunch of hard work. The previous owner definitely was a gardener, but had left a ton of old pots, dead plants, tools, fertilizer, a ton of stuff that were from like the 80s and 90s. I salvaged everything that was still usable, but I did have to throw away a lot. Since we moved in the fall, I thought I could clear everything out and then move some of my old plants into the greenhouse for winter, but I didn't know much about greenhouse gardening and they all died. Over the next few years, we only had time for light maintenance work with the greenhouse and the flower bed out front, but it was still really nice to have. The garter snakes moved in and they were thriving. In summer of 2024, I started to plan out how I would like the space to function better. The large bed in front was not working for me, and in February of 2025, Corin and I finally got the itch to start a new project, and the greenhouse was the lucky winner. I knew I wanted to have a clean slate to work with. Cleaning out the mold and snake and rodent proofing the floor of the greenhouse were the highest priorities. It took about 2 days for us to finish the floors, getting the bricks, putting the sand, and leveling everything. But it was very meditative, especially while listening to an audiobook and having the sweetest helper ever. Corin and I both really enjoy the challenge of learning a new skill, especially with all of the projects we've done around the house and property so far. It's so satisfying to see your hard work pay off, especially when you're going off of YouTube videos and good vibes. Using materials we already have on hand is very important to me. So when I was designing how I wanted my flower beds to look, using all the rocks we have laying around the property was a very obvious choice. It was so much work though, those rocks are heavy. Corin got creative and built some stairs to walk down to the greenhouse and a little front landing area in front, which I love. By April, we got the beds finished and filled with yard debris and compost. I got to start early spring planting, and I got to use the greenhouse to start my seedlings. I was so excited. But the work wasn't quite finished. We had ordered a ton of dirt to fill holes all in our yard, and we also used it to smooth the areas around the beds so that we can grow clover, which I'm so happy we did because it looked like this in the summertime. I still can't believe this is my house and I live here, and that we built these beds with our own bare hands. I learned so much from this experience, and I'm so excited to grow more flowers this summer.